Hello everyone, welcome back to Best Research Designs. So in this video I am going to show you how we can fix some small mistakes of a AI generated graphic. So as you can see in this image, I really like this game controller and I wanted to use it, but AI actually messed up some of the details in the text, like this game should not be here, it should be something like here. So you will get a tons of images like this if you are going to create designs with AI, and we can simply fix them, and this is what I am going to show you. So to start this one, I am using this 4500 into 5400 artboard with 300 dpi. So this is an image. If I turn this background off, as you can see, so first step is I need to remove this white. So just click on any white of the design and then go to select inverse. You can use Ctrl Shift I and then click on this layer mask icon, or here layer mask icon. So this is how it is going to be. It is going to remove the white. Now there are some white left in the design, and to fix that we can simply select. I am going to remove this part, but just to show you, select this one, go to select similar, and it is going to select all the similar white colors, and here take your brush tool with black as the color, paint over this area, and the white is going to be removed. So this is how you can simply remove any white from your design. So once done, I am going to just remove some of these parts. So here I don't want it to be kind of like this, so I want to remove this part of the graphic, so I don't want it. Now just select it, go to this layer panel, and here if I okay, so as you can see, it is showing some distress effect. That is because of the dissolve mode I selected. Just brush with your brush tool and it is going to be removed. So again I am going to select this area, something like this. Also I am going to remove this text from here, so I am going to select it. I am using lasso tool for the selection, and here I am going to remove these areas that I don't want. So as you can see, this is how we can easily remove it. Now once you are satisfied with the result, here I am going to put a black background for our graphic, that will be easy to see how the graphic is looking. So as you can see, this is how it is going to look. And to remove these white edges, go to filter, other, and then minimum. Okay, so first step is we need to select this part. We need to click on that area, go to filter and then minimum. It is going to remove that. Just play with the number here, maybe just try and see which number works best for you. So 3 is looking good, maybe 3 will work. So if I click OK, this is going to remove the white edge. Now once I am satisfied with the graphic, I am going to simply select this one, click on this layer icon, right click. Okay, before that, right click on this layer and click on this rasterize layer. That will rasterize the layer. Now that means this is no more linked. So let me show you. So once it is linked, I can simply right click on it, and with replace content I can replace it, but I don't want that. So let's rasterize the layer, and once rasterized, I am going to select this one and then right click and apply layer mask. So before doing that, let me tell you. So once we are applying this layer mask, that means this will become an image. Like in this mode, in this layer mask mode, if we want to bring anything back, we can simply take our brush tool with white color and paint over. That is going to be back. So nothing is erased, everything is hidden right now. So once we will apply this layer mask, that is going to change. So it will become how we can see it right now. So right click and apply layer mask. So as you can see, now we cannot bring them back. Anyway, so I am going to make a selection of this area because I don't want it to be here. Also I don't want this to be here. Then I am going to take my brush tool and click this color, and I am going to paint over this area. So this is what it is going to give me. So something like this, that is fine. Also for these small areas, we can simply select anything we want. Like I don't need this part, so I'm going to delete that part. From here I'm going to delete it. So this is just going to work like a Illustrator file. Let's say I don't want this part of the design, I'm going to erase it, but I like this part of the graphic, so I'm going to simply select it like this, Ctrl C to copy, then Ctrl V to paste. So as you can see, now I have a copy of that. Now I can simply place it here, and you can simply press Ctrl T to activate transform tool, and then right click. That will give this flip option, and we can flip it like just like the rotate tool of Illustrator. So as you can see, now we have this same design in both sides. That is good. So I'm going to remove this one and this one, and here I'm going to remove that one. From here I'm going to remove this one. So now I have two layers here. In this one we have this section, and in the rest of the image is in this layer. So we can simply press Ctrl E, that will merge these two layers. So now everything is in one layer. So let's say I don't want this to be here, I can select it, and with my move tool I can simply move it wherever I want. So let's keep it there for now. I need to add my text, so I'm going to type in any text I want. Let's say I'm going to start with a day without, and then we can simply select any font we like. Maybe I will choose something like this font. So this is a comic font, a day without. I'm going to make it a comic style design. So a day without, and here I'm going to bring this down, a day without video game, and here I'm going to change the font to something more like a distressed looking or maybe a bolder looking fonts. So let's use this one, the Anton, that is the Google font, or that is a free font you can use. So a day without video game is like, okay, let's keep it games for now. A day without video games is like, I'm using that to make the variation in the font. So a day without video game is like, I can make the graphic bigger here, is like just kidding, I have no idea. So I'm going to put this one here, just kidding, and then from this bar here we can change the alignment with canvas. Then if I select anything and align it in the center, that is going to be aligned with the canvas, with the center of the canvas. So this is fine. Just kidding, I have no idea. And this one I'm going to make it a bit bigger in size, so something like this. Now for this to text, this font, I can increase the spacing little bit, like 20 or 40%. Let's keep it 20 for now. So okay, so I'm going to select everything from here in the layer panel, and then I'm going to align everything with the center position of the canvas. So that is good. Let's make it a little bit smaller, and that is fine. So this is how we can create a design in any way we like. Let's say I want to use this version, this option here, this sparkles, and I can select them, select this layer, then copy, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. So Ctrl V is for pasting it. Let's keep it here just like this. Maybe I will bring a copy here, right click, and then flip, just like Illustrator, just how we do in Illustrator. So that is good. Maybe we can simply just select this one with magic one, with move tool we can bring a copy here, we can bring a copy here, and maybe with this one we can simply just, I'm pressing Alt for this copy. So if you drag it, it is going to move from its original place, but if you press Alt while dragging, so that will give you a copy. So this is how it is looking. Now once I am satisfied with the text position, I am just going to add some colors to my text. So that is also good. And in this graphic, as you can see, there is a black border of the graphic. So if I want to add border to my text, I can do that. And for doing that, I need to control click on this icon that is going to select the text, then press Ctrl and Shift together and keep clicking on all the icons. That will make a selection like this. Now go to select, modify, and then expand. Keep it 40 pixel, that's fine. Click OK. Maybe make it 30 for now, and OK. So it is going to create a bigger selection, that is 30 pixel bigger. And here on top of this layer, I mean behind every text layer, I am going to add a black layer, which will add a background like this. And now if I turn the background on, it is going to look like this, but don't worry. So just kidding, let's say a day without. I can change this color to like this color. Let's give the video game a bit focus here. So maybe this bright red color is like, I'm going to change it to something like maybe this one, or maybe okay, let's not use that darker color, something like, let's keep it simple like this. Video games, just kidding. And this is how it is looking, so that is fine. Now for the rest of the area, as you can see, some of these areas are, let's say if I control click on this icon, okay, so some of the area, as you can see here, is not in this layer. So we need to simply click on this top layer and then press Ctrl E, and it is going to merge it down. So I'm going to control click to select it like this. Here I'm going to select my brush tool. I will take it in a smaller size. So maybe I will take this white color to paint over some of these areas which is not really visible. I don't want that color to be there because that is not. So I have this red twice here. I am just showing you what you can do with Photoshop. So this is, Photoshop is the best editing tool in order to editing like this. Of course Illustrator is better for creating vector graphics, but with Photoshop we can do whatever we like. So that's a good thing. The only negative side is this is not going to be highest in quality for printing, but it will work. So as you can see, this is how we can create a cool looking design using some of the basic AI mistake images. So I hope this will help you guys. And also one more thing, let me show you. If I click here, and maybe I have showed it in one of my previous videos, I can simply click a layer, take a new layer, and I can simply take my brush tool. Just the effect we can add like this. Video games, which is fine. Now we can maybe just add a little bit of hint over the area, that is fine. And then we can do the same for this area. I have no idea. We can take another layer here, take our brush tool. So here I'm going to make it in this area. Also let's take it just to make it look like something like this, a bit of cool looking. So that's fine. So this is how you can prepare your final files. Also there are some other changes that we can do, like maybe we can add some of these here. Okay, let's do that. So I'm going to select this with magic wand tool, and with my move tool I can simply move it like this. So that is fine. Now for this two I am going to simply, okay, I'm going to select this one also. I can take my brush tool to make it something like this. Okay, let's make it this color. Okay, so we have another extra color here, we could have used it. So let's say I'm going to use this one. That is fine. Also for some of these areas, let's say, okay, so maybe there is two yellow here. I'm going to select one, maybe one from here, maybe one from here, and that is fine. We can simply take this color and we can paint over these areas just to give it a variation. So that's fine. Also this one I'm going to make it in this color. Okay, so this is how you can create your designs. If I turn this off, so this is how it is looking without any black in the background, or we can add black like this. So in this case it is going to be like, if I put it on a white t-shirt, this is how it is going to look. Also one more thing we can do, which is there are some blacks in this design. Okay, so if I turn this off, and as you can see there are some blacks in the design. So if I put it on a, let's say, red color t-shirt, something like this, or maybe a blue color t-shirt, so it is going to look good. But the problem is there is no black in this area, but there is a black in this controller. So that's why I put this layer, so it looks similar. Also there is no black shadow for these elements. So to fix that, we can simply, let's say, we can click on, take our magic tool, and we can click on this black from here, then go to select and then similar. So it is going to select everything in. Okay, before doing the selection, let's create a layer mask for this icon, this image. Now select this one, go to select, similar, and now here if I take my brush tool with black selected, I can remove this, remove all the blacks from the design. So this is not important. If you are not expert in graphic design, I don't recommend you doing this, but if you understand that printing process, you can create your design like this. And in this case, the everything in is going to look like a similar graphic. Also we can maybe turn this off and this off. So this is how it is going to look. If you put it on a red shirt, it is going to look like this, or whatever color you choose, that is going to fill the area of the graphic. So it is going to look something like this. So there will be no visible black color in the design. I hope you understand what I am trying to say. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope it will help you fixing your AI mistake designs. So thank you. See you in the next video.